Mm-hmm.
And you start building the relationship when you start paying the service, and they just start fucking with you. They fuck with the type of person you is, and that's how you really build something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. How was
And
Chicago scene for you though? Like, was it hard for you coming up in the Chicago scene, bro? Because a lot of people think like it's easy, like you can just put music on YouTube and SoundCloud and it take off for you. Like, how hard was it for you, like coming up in the game? You know what I'm saying?
um, I really just stayed to myself. You know, I ain't never struggled with nothing. You know, I always find a way to make some money, or just, you know, I feel like a regular person, to be honest with you. Just deal with everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Uh, when you know, like I say, I didn't.
But you
Huh?
ain't a regular person. Like you ain't a regular person. Like tell these people know like what type of shows like you did, what type of artists you work with and shit like that. Because it just ain't come like, you know what I'm saying, you just like, oh, you know, I want to be a rapper, I want to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? You put in a lot of work to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't fuck with a lot of people. Like one thing I know about you, you fuck with people that fuck with you like me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And at the end
yeah.
of the day, locked in with a lot of tight niggas like such as myself and a lot of niggas as well. Like, you know what I'm saying, the same music scene as me. So like that just ain't come overnight. How did it come about?
Right. Uh, when I started fucking with, like I say, when I started doing music, I was in like I sucked. I ain't gonna lie. When I first started, I was terrible. So it was something that I started getting better with over time. The artist that I was fucking with back then was this dude named Banger B, and Dave on the track, which inspired me to go even harder doing music. So
Okay.
when they started inspiring me to do better, uh, you know, they started helping me and shit, you know. But then I feel like over time I just got good at it, you know.
Right.
I just got good at doing what I do.
And what was the song like, you know what I'm saying, that you put out that you think like, okay, this is a real good song, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with this shit. Like,
Uh, Looking back, I'm just be buck 50. If I look back at some of my old music and my opinion from where I'm at with it now, that shit was trash. I'm gonna keep it buck 50. I ain't gonna even lie. I was looking like,
I ain't
damn,
gonna
I
lie.
really put that shit out.
Hey, yeah, real talk. I say that shit too. Our first little music motherfuckers put out, but we really put it out there. Be like, man, this ain't it. This shit ain't it yet. How you know that was the one though? Like, what was the creative process of that? Like, how did you know that was the one? Like, you know what I mean? That there was gonna be the move that you was gonna do.
When I when I first started,
Like,
when I started putting music out, how did I just know it? Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what. One of my biggest records, when I knew it was the one, when I kept hearing my homie say, "Hey, don't let that shit go to waste." That's the one. When they kept saying that was the one, it was a song featuring my boy Yo Son Tyler.
okay,
Um, we just put a lot of promo, a lot of ads, like
yeah,
just promo, radio interviews, promo. And you when you doing music, you do gotta have a budget. You can't just think you can just shoot a video and it's gonna go crazy. No matter how talented you is, I mean how good the record is.
right,
Gotta have a budget with everything you're doing. And that's the thing when you do get signed, so they can have that budget for you.
right,
You know what I'm saying? If
right.
you do work on the deal, hopefully most labels I would think will have some type of budget for any artist they do sign.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they signing you to get you out the way.
Right. Real talk. Real talk. What you think about the Chicago music scene right now? Because the shit kind of crazy right now from how we was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't understand. Like in Chicago, like it's a lot of hate in our city. Like to get the love that we had in Chicago, like people gotta understand. You put in a lot of work, bro. That's why I'm like, at the end of the day, like we humble to a fact because it ain't nothing new to us. But at the end of the day, like niggas gotta understand, like we don't have too many resources. We don't have too many connections. You know what I'm saying? And to like do the
Mm-hmm.
shows and get the love that we get in Chicago, man, like you gotta be somebody.
Man, you know what? Just my opinion and how I think. I feel like it is a lot of love in Chicago. It just don't get exposed. You feel me? Like it don't get talked about. It don't get glorified. You know what I'm saying? The violence and the hate, that's what get glorified. That's what get talked about. That's what get the attention. But
Okay.
I feel like it is a lot of love in the city. Like, like for example, me and your story, when we met, it was just number love. You feel me? It was just like, I felt like you had great music. I followed everything you had going on. And it was just love. So that's what I surround myself about.
Right. Nah, real
That's
talk. I
what,
ain't lie, though. And when I came in the game, like it was a lot of like bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to learn like a different little shit. Like when I locked in with you and a different
mm-hmm,
couple people like Pony and some of the promoters that I was fucking with from Fly Life, Zoe and T, they showed me that
mm-hmm,
like niggas like, you know what I'm saying, really a fuck with you, you know what I'm saying, when they fuck with what you got going on. When niggas see that you serious about something and they seeing that you know what I'm saying, you making those moves towards niggas will fuck with you and they'll fuck with you off who you is. And like when you showed me some love, bro, and those people showed me some love, bro, it made me even go even harder. So I started changing a lot of people's minds because at one point in time, niggas don't rock with me at shows. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to sit there and they, you know, we used to have to bring our crowd. They got to bring their crowd. And we just used to be there like, okay, don't want to clap for nobody and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, State used to host the shows. So he used to make people get into it. And he'd be like, man, this shit is weak. And I got motivated, you know what I'm saying, when I did do my first couple of shows. You know what I'm saying? Y'all showed me that love. And that just kept me pushing forward. And I started getting people changing up. But that's why I say, like, some people think Chicago is more like a hatred city. You know what I'm saying? Because they highlight it. But it is some people that, you know what I'm saying, that genuinely, you know what I'm saying, have things going on and show you love, you know what I'm saying? Just off the strength of who you come that right way.
Right. Like I say, man, I think everything for me is more of a mindset. You know, whatever you allow to come in your reality, in your universe, is what you get. So I don't watch the news. I try not to get into anything negative going on because we already know what's going on.
Right.
So we stay away from that. Like right now, like I watch a lot of your shows, right? I mean, I watch a lot of your interviews, and I hop on your live every time when you interview, and I just hear people just snapping, like just woo,
right.
woo, 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 and I'm like, damn, like this. Like I say, negativity is just so glorified and get people attention. People be on edge when they want to see some negative shit. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's the thing that I do, man, because a lot of times people glorify shit that be horrible and motherfuckers be trying to paint this image. I guess they gotta create this this character or something that they gotta have for the music or the entertainment game. But you can actually just come in this game being yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? People fuck with you genuinely just for being yourself. Like a lot of people that fuck with me, they fuck with me just off the love that me being genuine. Like I came in the drill game, but I didn't come in doing drill music. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my type of sound. You know what I'm saying? Because I was still out there in this shit. So I want to do something that's going to make some money. And people know that the clubs is where you want to make your money at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was my main thing. You know what I'm saying? I just, like, I surrounded myself around real people. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did that help you out, bro? Like, how did that help you out? Like, surrounding yourself around real people, you know what I'm saying, in situations, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like Chicago and where we was at, man, it's so easy for you to get into some shit. Like, even the times we was in the clubs, bro, and you remember how the clubs was, bro, like, even when we was in VIP, shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? What kept you out of, you know what I'm saying, out of that way and kept you sane for moving towards what you had going on? Because a lot of people don't have no goals and no morals and shit where they can use to be like, you know what, I ain't gonna kill this nigga, I'm gonna give him a pass, or I ain't just gonna get up on his neck.
Yeah. What really got me, the people I surrounded by, they made me better as far as an artist because they kept it real with me and not let me put out no bullshit or, you know what I'm saying, just my team. Like, we upfront, we honest, and we want the best for each other. Now, right now, I still do music, but I got artists. You know, I got 3 artists that's my focus. You know what I'm saying? And one of them, you know, I'm trying to make him, you know, trying to keep him level-headed. You know, he already know who I'm talking about. Like, if he on this motherfucker, he know who I'm talking about. But he a good dude, man. He got a lot of talent. But if it's better, everybody, instead of being individual as an artist, you need a team. Like, you need a team if you're going to do this shit. Ain't no way around it. Like, unless you got a bag, and if you do got a bag, what you doing music for? It's like, you either doing music because you're passionate about it and you want the world to hear what you got going on, or you trying to you doing music to try to get to the bag. And usually, most artists usually fuck themselves in them situations, man. Like, and I'm gonna tell you why, because when you sign a deal and they own all your shit, and they can control. It depends on the deal, of course, but if they can control everything you got going on, then it'd be like, do you really want to do music and you can't be yourself? You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you about, you know, your situation when you signed that deal with. I want to ask, how did that go about?
Well, the situation with Fetty and them?
Yeah.
Well, I was already locked in with the CEO. Like, the CEO was like fucking with me. Like, the CEO of 2Gs and Knit the Grit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. I had a distribution deal from RGF. You know what I'm saying? And you know, already at that time when I was doing my thing, I had artists and shit too at the same time. So I ended up going into my deal that was for me, and to come and like make an alliance deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna do the RGF Midwest thing. They was already branching off. They had some shit called RGF East, and I was gonna be the face of the Midwest. You see what I'm saying? So I already ended up signing a little situation with them further wise the distribution deal. Once I started, you know what I'm saying, moving with that distribution deal and making my name toward the city and shit, you know, Fetty had reached out to me. Fetty ain't know shit about me until I got a part of RGF and we started doing our shit we was doing in the city. So once Fetty got a tune with me, he came to Chicago to meet up with me, you know what I'm saying, and we hollered and we talked about some shit, you know what I'm saying, and then, you know, it went on from there. So first while with the signing, it was just like with the paperwork, I had to make sure the paperwork, you know what I'm saying, was legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't just no, you know, I'm not goofy, so I just wasn't to sign on anything. So I had to make sure that paperwork was legit. So by the time that my people, you know what I'm saying, getting up with the lawyer and shit, making sure everything is good, you know what I'm saying, we finna sign and get this big bonus and shit, I'm kicking it with bro. And the situation where it happened where his chain got snatching. You see what I'm saying? And when his chain got snatching, you know what I'm saying, it's like, it put a hope in the situation. You feel what I'm saying? So I wasn't finna go like ask the nigga like, hey bro, you still gonna sign and give me this money even though you got your $4,000 chain, your $400,000 chain took it. You know what I'm saying? They got an $1,000 chain took it. He all over the media. And then at this point, he was just finna drop King Zoo. So that was a part of his promotion and shit like that. So all that shit went down. So what I look like going to ask the plug, hey bro, you know, still gonna hit me with those 4 pounds, even though you just took this loss.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, when that situation was going on, bro was going through so much. I still had my movement going on. I still had my artists and shit. So, you know, I was still moving, doing what I was doing. But it was like after a while now, it's like we put so much money and so much time into this shit. We're like, hey, we need this bread now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to rub you the wrong way and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I see what's going on, but at that time he's asking him, I wasn't knowing that, you know what I'm saying, his label situation was going bad too. Because he was in a deal with Knit the Grit and he was trying to sign with another label and they was like, no. The man got a 5-album deal signed with these people and he gave him 1, so they want their other four shit. So I'm seeing at the time, you know what I'm saying, I just shot past all these niggas. He got other artists, they ain't moving. I got my paperwork and shit right here to sign and shit, you know what I'm saying? And while I'm kicking it with him and my people's going to take care of the business, all this shit going on. So how dare me just be insensitive to go ask this man about this paperwork and shit like that. So once things started to cool down and shit like that, bro, you know, I did reach out to him. He did talk and shit. We talking about the paperwork and he played me to the left type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, he wanted me to stay in Chicago and, like, build my name and open up shit like that. Like, I already built Chicago. I'm trying to leave Chicago. So I ended up moving out to motherfucking Philly, which was a couple of hours away from his mansion and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had a mansion out there and shit. And I was staying out there for a minute. And it was just like, shit wasn't moving. And it was just like, I ain't finna keep, like, shit moving, but it ain't moving to the mass. I know it. My man, he got locked up at that point because he trying to clean up his act. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a nigga that had a bag behind me. He trying to clean up his act. So he ended up getting popped up, clean that shit up. I'm telling you, like, fuck all that shit. You don't know how good this situation. Just wait till the morning. Get up with the lawyer. Everything cool. We signed it. We're going to get this bag from these niggas. So I'm finna kick it out here and we finna enjoy this weekend. You feel what I'm saying? And, like, everything just went left in this situation, my situation. So we never got to touch mass with that. So my thing was, I was upset when things chilled out. It's like, hey, we ready to sign? Got this paperwork. What's up? I'm over here. Bandana Rose. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, my album didn't get put out. You know what I'm saying? I had finished that. We was gonna shoot the video to Like It at his crib, and we was gonna shoot it in Cali and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I had the song with Sean on the radio. We did tour for that shit. So it was just like, shit just wasn't right with the business wise. You know what I'm saying? And like, that just taught me, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the game, like, they don't hold their words up on certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And it showed me, like, at the end of the day, make sure you have your business together. Like, because at the end of the day, like, I could have just ran with the distribution. I could have just ran with the name and the shit I had. I ain't had to make no big signing and could have just kept pounding until some type of offer came my way. You feel what I'm saying? But I felt like
Right.
that was what I was on, bro. Because like I said, I was already locked in with RGF for then in like a year before I even met him.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that business one right, man. It was at that time. It was like I was at my peak, so it's like if this ain't crack, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving up with this shit because I got so much shit going on in my personal life, and I didn't put
Mm-hmm.
that shit on hold to make this shit do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
we was going crazy,
Okay.
crazy.
So I do want to say shout out to one of my artists. His name, he hopped on here, Jump Shot Shooter, man. He been putting in work for years.
Man, shout
That's my big bro, my brother, man. We've been locked in for years. Now, we working together. That's one of my artists, man, and he been putting in hard work.
I love to bring
So,
it no man. Let her talk with him, man. You know what I'm saying?
oh
Let her.
yeah, can't, it ain't no way you could bring nobody else on this, is it?
No, we only one person on here. My YouTube
Okay.
page is growing, so my YouTube page I need like 100 more subscribers, and I can start going live on my YouTube. So I will be able to bring everybody on there and be able to interview them on there and go live on there.
Okay, so we're gonna make that happen. Well, he on here, so shout out to him, man. Good ass music, man. He got a song we finna drop real soon with King Louis. Uh, he working his ass off, man. He been putting in work for a long time, man. You know, I'm a link y'all. So I definitely want you to interview him. His story definitely need to be told.
True story. I got you.
But
Definitely that.
yeah,
Hey, so what you
yeah.
think like right now? How this social media shit going like right now? Furthest wise with this motherfucking trolls and the bloggers and stuff out here that they be putting out, how to making Chicago look some type of way. Cause you see, we got the Kashi nigga trolling and doing what he doing. You know what I'm saying? How you feel like Chicago niggas stepping out like this, talking with this nigga, just fucking with this nigga? Cause they like the younger generation don't understand. Y'all still represent us as a whole as Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't
Hmm.
condone themselves and move like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, how I feel about it, everything going on with Chicago is it's this thing called clout. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit just like a real drug. Like people really addicted to it. Attention. Like I just like stay out the way. Stay to myself. Like I try not to speak on a lot of subjects because sometimes I just can't relate to it because I stay all the way out the way. So it's a lot of
That's true.
it'd be a lot of shit I really, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of I be like I said, I really be in my own world. Like outside of my world, don't nothing matter to me. Like I don't really keep up. And I'm fans, don't get me wrong, fans of Lil Durk, all them other people, whatever. But I listen to my nigga music. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
I bump my Cujo, I bump my artists. I bump they shit all day. So, you know what I'm saying? I really, I be lost in my own world. So something I just really can't speak on. Shout out to Banger, bro. I see you. He was
Real
one of my favorite artists, but he retired early.
true. 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 So you more on
So
your CEO shit now, huh?
yeah, yeah. Like I say, I give a lot of my artists the game. So it's like if you're not making money from music, you start and you putting so much money in it and you're not making none. That should make you want to quit. It'll make you want to quit because you're not seeing nothing. It's like let's let's say you had a $20,000 budget, right?
Right.
And you done shot your video, you done put it out, the screen's low, you're not making nothing off it, but you done put damn near 18, maybe 10,000 into it. Now you like, do I make another one? I ain't making no money. Do I keep doing this, keep putting money into it? Or I just say fuck this shit and try to do something else with this 10,000? It's
Right.
like expensive ass hobby.
True.
And a lot of artists run into that where they think, okay, if I do a song and it's dope, no matter how much talent, I don't care how much talent you got, I don't care how cold you is, none of that shit matter if you ain't gonna put the work in. Uh,
Big,
and nowadays, you don't need a label if you got your own budget.
big facts. Big
You don't
facts.
need a label if you got a budget because the label they'll drop something large on you, but then that shit, they come with interest. That's like a loan. Ain't nothing but a loan. You gotta pay that shit back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Real
So
talk. Talk to him. On me, I let him know that too. I let him know that too as well. Definitely got to have
yeah,
a budget. Definitely got to invest in yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Before you even try to think somebody gonna give you some shit, because at the end of the day, the artist don't even make no money. You know what I'm saying? Before the artist makes some money, he got to have a hit. You know what I'm saying? The beat maker, the motherfucking the graphic designer, the manager, you know, the DJs, everybody get some money and get paid before you get paid. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga shit. Real shit. So what you got going on, man? Like for real, we way overdue with getting in the studio. Definitely
Man,
shit. I got an
man,
album. I got an album I'm putting out, so I'm definitely gotta have you on my album, man.
man, you know what? We like I say, we long overdue. We should have been doing some shit, but I got some artists that I want you to work with that I feel like talented that I'm really stepping behind. But yes, I'm going to hop on your project. But I got some artists that I want you to work with, man. Like
Real shit.
that's dope.
We definitely are like. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It wasn't no funny shit or shit like that. Like I was working so hard at that time, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, like nigga, I was burning myself out. Like I was in every fucking show, I was in every fucking interview. I was doing shit not only for myself, my artists. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was doing so
Mm-hmm.
much, and then I was just constantly in the studio. Like I got so much shit right now that I haven't dropped. Like I got a whole album that was on the RGF, a whole mixtape and all that shit. Like I got songs with Fetty, I got songs with Monty, I got songs with thing. I got so much like shit that I'm just sitting on, bro. Like I ain't even dropped, bro, because like I was just like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit just like
Hey, you
boom.
being my homie, right? You being my homie. I will give you some advice. Like my advice to you is to be consistent. Like what you're doing right now with what you're doing, keep being consistent with it. Because I've seen it. I don't know when you started, but I think it's been like 3 days you've been doing it, and it's been going crazy in my opinion. You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? Be consistent with whatever you want to do. If you want to be an artist and put out music, you can't stop. You got to be like bam, bam, bam. You got to study giving because the attention span is so short nowadays. You put out a song, okay, that's dope. Well, what else you got for me? You know what I'm saying? Like if
Right,
you ain't got no more crack, if you ain't study feeding your clients or your people, then what you gonna do? You got to keep them coming. Oh, they'll look somewhere else. So
right.
man, just be consistent, man. Like back then when you was going crazy, that's because you was working your ass off. You was consistent. You kept going. You didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? And it had even if you feel like man, this shit ain't working. It is working. Nobody gonna like. It's so much hate here. Ain't nobody gonna say, "Hey, bro, man, I see you, bro." That's the part I hate. Like it'll take for like at the time we wasn't real close, but I see you and it could have been like, bro, I see you, bro, and it inspired me to go crazy. Like you
Right,
don't know how many people that you inspire in your city that's paying attention to you, whether they want to show it in a hateful way. We got fucked up ways of expressing our feelings instead of saying, I see you, bro. It'll be like, nigga, who the fuck you think you is? Woo woo woo. Really, the haters really saying, hey man, you going crazy.
right,
You feel me? That's what they really saying to you. Hey bro, you going crazy, bro.
right, right. You
So
right, bro.
my just be consistent, bro. That's it. Fuck everybody else. Fuck what
Most
they
definitely,
talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just go crazy.
most definitely, bro. Hey, I definitely appreciate that, and I'm definitely gonna run with that shit too. You always know I rock with you 100 grand. So everything that you told me throughout, I've been doing this shit, bro. I've been running with that shit. Real
My
talk.
nigga.
Been
Yes,
running.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's the goal. I want my artist, even though one of them here a little hard headed, I be wanting him to be consistent, bro. You think you could drop one video and that shit gonna go? No, we gotta be dropping music consistently. Like let the people. You got so much music. Let the people decide what video they want you to shoot. Or like, but you gotta have music coming out.
Right,
You gotta have shit coming out.
right,
And your fans, if you got 100 fans, whether you got 50 fans, whether you got 10 fans, you have fans that consistently listen to you. And you want to hold on to them 10 fans. If you just got 10 fans, you want to hold on to them 10 fans. Or guess what? They're going to go somewhere else.
right. Real talk. You right. You right. You real talk, bro. Say less, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Sometimes everybody be needing to hear that shit. We all motherfucking human out here, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it just be needing that little push and that motivation. And that's the reason I do this shit that I'm doing right now. Sometimes motherfuckers be needing that knowledge or that motivation so they can get their shit moving, you know what I'm saying? Because they might not be getting it from their homies. They might not be getting it from the crib. But hey, they'll get it from us, you know what I'm saying? We see y'all. Real talk. Man, I appreciate you definitely taking time out fucking with me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. We well overdue for some music, man. Y'all can definitely, hey, appreciate you stepping by, man, and getting on the show, man. Real nigga shit. You just definitely showed me some love and showed everybody some love and spoke everybody some real shit, bro. Somebody probably calling bro phone on me. That's my brother, man. I definitely appreciate him stopping by, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got anything that y'all want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything that y'all want to do, put the grind into it, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to troll, you're going to make some money off trolling, troll then, you know what I'm saying? Let it make some money for you, you know what I'm saying? You just can't get on here and just be talking out the side of your neck. Do that shit the right way, move the right way, and make you a platform, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the motherfucking day, don't just, you know what I'm saying, just do the same shit every motherfucking day, man. Like I say, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. For all my artists, man, keep grinding, keep working, you know what I'm saying, keep doing y'all shit, you know what I'm saying? Somebody probably called bro phone right now. Somebody probably called bro phone right now. But I definitely appreciate him stopping by. It's one of my brothers, man. Like, every time I used to do shows in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, I used to see these niggas up there, like, open it up for the big celebrities from Future, Boosie, whoever it is, man. They up there with the big niggas. They popping bottles. They doing they shit. And me as a young artist, you know what I'm saying, I'm coming in, I was doing my shit. I'm like, hold on, bro. These niggas, hold on, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching this shit. And I'm like, hold fast, nigga. Let me get on my shit. Let me do my shit. So if y'all got somebody y'all look up to, I'll follow. Make sure y'all somebody that's righteous, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, right here.
Yeah, my
Somebody
bad.
calling your phone or something.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, my phone did die. I plugged this bitch right back up. My bad. I don't even know who was at with it.
True that. Hey, but shit, what made you start like want to fuck with artists and shit? Cause I know what I'm saying, I started like, you know what I'm saying, want to be a manager myself and start having an ear for that shit myself. Like, but I was pushing my shit aside more and just like, you know what I'm saying, let me push these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what made you start like want to just like push artists and fuck with them? You know what I'm saying? Cause they
Because
be a lot of niggas be hard, bro. A lot of niggas be hard. Like, I lost artists too. You lost artists?
the main reason why I want to be managed artist, because I want to give them something nobody gave me. I want to give them the knowledge that I didn't have when I was an artist. Everything I had to learn on my own, the struggle, like the money put in, what not to invest in, what to invest in, like all that. You know, you don't want to see everybody go through, and I don't talk about it. It don't get spoken on. It don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The bullshit you go through, none of that shit really gets spoken on.
Definitely
So
don't.
So that's probably just where I'm at with it, man. That's why I just wanted to get them the game, man, and they get a better start than we did, so they won't have to go through some of the shit we went through.
Hey, but let these people know, like, from you being in Chicago, like, I was like really living in Chicago, like, give them a like point of view from like being in Chicago, like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people like they be want to be from Chicago, they be want to come to Chicago, you know what I'm saying? They look at looking at this and think people that, and I try to let them know, like, everybody ain't savages, everybody ain't just want to kill, and drill. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect what we have going on and shit like that, like. What's your type of, you know what I'm saying, take on, like, you living in Chicago, like, your prospects is, let everybody know, like, you know what I'm saying?
What was that last part? Man, hold on. Let me put this other piece in.
Like, how basically you living in Chicago, like, how living in Chicago, like, you know what I'm saying, like, for everybody don't know how Chicago really is, like, how's living in Chicago, like,
You know, I mean, in my opinion, man, you got good and you got the bad. And I think that's every city you go to. No matter where you're in the world, you got the good part of it, and then you got the poor part, the struggling part, the robbing part. You know what I'm saying? Chicago is a beautiful city. You know what I'm saying? I love Chicago, like downtown, but like you got, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me how I grew up. I didn't grow up with no fear, so I wasn't scared to really go nowhere because I guess I wasn't I didn't understand the dangers of some of the places I went. I've been to old block not knowing, like not understand. Oh, you're
right,
not from here, so you shouldn't go over there. So I was over there like it's regular. Like remember when Stony Island used to be packed?
right.
It used to be a block party. Remember when we used to be able to put up on any block party and it was
Right.
no issue? Remember that?
No, no,
Like
real.
that's how it was. I mean, of course, it's gonna be a nigga there that look at you. I mean, that's everywhere. Club, no matter where you at, it's gonna be that nigga mugging you somewhere. But I didn't have fear. I didn't have that understand. Like, okay, you shouldn't be over here, bro. So when I was coming up, I went anywhere I wanted to go. Anywhere I wanted to go, I went. If I seen the block parties there, ooh, let's go over here. But now, today is just different. It's like,
Right.
okay, you can't go over there. Now I think I'm under. The older I got, the more I understand. Like, okay, it don't make sense to just be hanging over there if you ain't got no reason. Especially I'm older with kids. You feel me?
Right.
So of course I gotta move with sense. But shit, when I was like, I love Chicago. It's a beautiful city. Like I never really. I mean, I got shot one time. I got robbed and shot, but that's probably my fault. You feel me?
Right.
Wrong place, wrong time. You know, somebody thought they seen it come up and it just went bad. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
And that was poor decision making on my end. I shouldn't have, it was a place I shouldn't have been.
Uh-huh.
And you know, and I dealt with the consequences because of it. But other than that, I love my city. And I love the people here.
They just got to know how to move through that motherfucker. You know.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And of course you gotta keep it. Like you gotta protect yourself at all times. And like me, like I got hella guns. I love buying guns. Like that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
ain't no gangster, ain't no street nigga. I'm just me. I'm just a
Right.
real nigga. Like I
Real.
don't pretend. Like I'm just me. I can't pretend
Tough.
like I'm something I'm not. Never have. Never will. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. How did you feel about the situation with Bond and Duck? Like us using the young brothers that we had, you know what I'm saying? Like we just lost like two big lights in Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? By losing them two brothers, man. How
See
do you feel about
now.
the situation, man?
Now I'm gonna speak on the Vaughn situation. Like that shit's so fucked up, man. He was so young, he was so talented, man. And when I feel like I personally feel like when you're a millionaire, when you rich, you're a millionaire. You gotta move a certain way, and that's
Right.
why I be talking to my artists about like, cause I got one that's hot headed right now, and I just be needing him to just be cool. Like you gotta learn from these things. And rest in peace to Vaughn. Rest in peace to both of them, man. But that music, the music you put out, don't you feel like it's consequences to how you what music and stuff you put out?
Right.
Like it got to be respect somewhere in this shit, bro. Like if you got a problem with somebody personally, it's best to deal with your issues with that person versus put it in a song where everybody, all family, cousins, but homie, you got to hear that shit. Now everybody pissed off. Now everybody like it got to something got to give, you know. We gotta
Right.
like you might not like somebody, or you might have an issue with somebody like the dude I got shot. Like it's cool, you know.
Right.
What happened. I move forward. Like I can make my own life hard trying to find them. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I know how to find them. Ain't like he's hard. So it's just like the
Right.
choices you make. You gotta rise and be smart. It's like the decision. It's like is it worth it? Like
Right.
is it gonna be worth me talking to my kids through a glass, or is it gonna be worth? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's just you pick and choose your battles. Rest in peace, Vaughn. He was a talented artist, man. Died way too young. Duck, he was talented. You know what I'm saying? One of my cameramen was
Right.
working with him closely. Exclusive. He was working with him closely. He said he was a good dude. I never met him myself, but you know,
Right.
I liked his music. It just was just a little rough, you know. Like,
Right.
you know, it's rough. It's you know when
Couldn't
you
ride around banging that shit everywhere. Couldn't
Hey,
ride
I ain't gonna
around.
lie. My little brother, he was in the military in Japan, right? And we heard, and this what he said to me, and I knew it was fucked up, cause he in Japan, and when he heard that this Duck put out, he said, man, they gonna kill that boy. And I'm like, why you say that? He was like, it just, I was just like, and I think that's the energy he put out in the universe. Like it's like
Yeah,
you
it's
steady
crazy.
knocking on the
Crazy because like he did put out a lot of diss songs that was disrespectful for that. Like I felt like the exposing me was like more disrespectful than that. You know what I'm saying? Like he been put out shit before, but I think like when people heard that Dead Bitches, you know what I'm saying, and he put that out, they like felt that was like real. It was real, like that song, like real gloomy. Like he went real gloomy with that song. You know what I'm saying? Beat wise, production wise, and the way he put it out. So I could see people and the fans portraying that way and seeing it that way, but I wouldn't see that like that song getting him killed. Like I said, other songs that he put out before that, you know what I'm saying, could have got him killed. The same way as Bond too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know, it be the music as well, but so much not the music that be getting them killed. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of beef that do be going on in Chicago, me and you know this both. Like it be real shit that be going on. The music just say just the, you know what I'm saying? You talking your shit, I'm gonna talk my shit back too. Cause you know we used to do shows in Chicago. How many times we used to just sit there and used to be like, all these niggas doing drill songs, like nobody shit like everybody to this bitch bang bang shoot 'em up, do this thing, and we used to have to sit there and watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? And hear this shit with our people, like the fuck, and they expect to get a deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy. Like a lot of people could have got fucked up and hurt at that time, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because that was just a form of them people expressing themselves. You know what I'm saying? It was just like a lot of the fans now on social media. I just feel like they getting more involved now, bro. You know what I'm saying? They getting more involved now, and they getting involved with situations where they don't even know the person. And that's the reason why I do these platforms and trying to do this shit what I'm doing right now, because like people don't understand, like it's real people behind this. Just because that's the music, it don't make the person. Now you got some idiots that try to live up to what they talking about, but that's not really the person. Like I have seen artists that's like even Duck and Vaughn, they did different music. They did different music besides that drill, but for some reason they don't catch on to that other music that they're putting out that be Billboard hits. That be Billboard hits, and that's why I feel like a lot of times Chicago is targeted as a way of blackballing for the industry, because that's what they want us to go out and do. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want to let us in. And the ones that they chose that was different was like the Dexes and what was the other Juice World and people like, you feel what I'm saying? Like even Lil Bibby, look at Lil Bibby. He on What You On now. He used to rap. Now he ain't rapping no more. He signed one of the biggest artists in the world, Juice World. See what I'm saying? And that was a drill rapper. And they ain't even expect him to have the mind frame to be like, you know what? I'm big. I don't want to rap no more. I'm finna go grab talent. You feel what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I thought the goal was to make money and put out hits. Like I feel like if you can't put out a hit without dissing somebody, then are you really talented? Like, can you put out a real good record? Like one of your biggest, like to me, one of my favorite records you put out was that I See It, I Like It. I can listen to that shit over and over and over and over and over again. Over and over. I could put that shit on repeat because that was a real hit. You feel me? And that was my favorite record. You didn't diss nobody on that record.
Yeah, I wasn't never on none of that dissing shit. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. That, man, shout out Shauna, shout out G Food Beats, man. That was like a project they put together for me, man. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, me at the time, bro, like, I was doing like, I was on pushing Bandana Rose. I was on pushing Bandana Rose and Ball. You know what I'm saying? I had the song Ball. And I was more forward to pushing that. But he's like, no, man, you the kids, man, they look at you, they like you, you know what I'm saying? You come out with something with this, you know what I'm saying? And G Food, he had the beat and the hook already. He already had the beat and the hook already. So shout out G Food for that. And when he sent it to me, and I got to fucking with the hook and everything, just went crazy with that. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this song unless I put Shauna on it. You know what I'm saying? I want to put a female in the song. At first, I was thinking Katie got bands, but it was like more hard. You know what I'm saying? Katie like hard, so she wasn't gonna like dumb down to like how I wanted it. So I ended up bumping into Shauna at one of the shows. Zoe had us booked at Adriana's before that shit did what it was. You know what I mean? And I ended up telling like, man, I got this record, and I think it's gonna be a hit. And at that time, you know, Shondell was a good friend to me. And I used to Shondell on a lot of shit, trying to get on the radio, send him a lot of shit, trying to get on the radio and shit. And Shondell ended up finally looking at one of the motherfucking the DMs I sent him and shit, and he seen that snippet I sent him to that shit. And I was like, man, Joe, I want to get shot on this. You help me, because he hit me up like, man, this record fire, bro. Ooh, it ain't done. Send me the finished product. I was like, man, you can help me out get shot on here, man. You know what I'm saying? I could get it on the radio. We could do it. So he ended up, you know what I'm saying, telling Shauna about me and shit. Sent her a snippet of the record, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up sliding Shauna DM right after, you know what I'm saying, that shit. And we ended up getting in the studio, and we went in that bitch and cooked that motherfucker up. And man, it went crazy for them, man. Shout out Shauna for that. That was my first time ever doing a big record. And actually do a tour for that too, for that. So I appreciate this like that record, man. That was definitely something that everybody put together. It was already put together for me. The only thing I had to do was just go on that bitch and do the hook. You know what I'm saying? Fit my verse
Hey,
in there. You know what I'm saying?
and another thing, that record is still irrelevant. It's still hot to this day. So it's still something that you can bring back up and re-push if you wanted to.
Hey, Shondell hit me up like a couple days ago. He's like, send me that record, though. I was like, what? Like, man, send me that Like It record. Make sure it's
I ain't
still on the
gonna
radio.
lie. If I was you, I'd be taking a full. You do a full press run on it, you good. You do a full press run with that record, boy, you gone. It's still irrelevant. It's still hot. It's
Real
still up
talk.
to date. It's up. The sound, everything about the song is still up to date.
Motherfuckers can definitely run that. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. You definitely finna re-rock that bitch. It's been playing on the radio for the last 2 days now. So we gonna go on and get up with Shondell, drop a couple dollars on that shit and see what he gonna do. Real talk. I'm gonna definitely take your advice on that. So you get to hear that bitch
Yeah.
again, and the flies get to resurface shit around that motherfucker. Hey, you know that's me busting that motherfucker again. You heard me?
I'm gonna bump that shit as soon as I get in my car. That's still hot. Did you put it on? It's on Apple too, right?
Yeah. That's the only thing I put it on. That's the only thing I never put it out. I just put it on Apple. A motherfucker leaked it on YouTube. Like I said, we supposed to be shooting the video at Fetty crib, and then we supposed to be shooting the rest in Cali. So that's the only reason that we was waiting, because like, you know, we talking about Gucci, Louis, we talking about all type of shit. So we ain't never get around to shoot the video due to those situations, man. So hopefully I can touch back down, because I talked with her recently like a couple of days ago and shit. So hopefully if she around the area and her schedule cool, I can get her in Miami and we can definitely get that video done this year.
Go crazy, shit. I got a cameraman for you too.
Man, say less. I ain't even gonna lie. I definitely been like touching bases with people too. Like, man, I definitely need somebody crazy, man. This shit happen. I need somebody to shoot this shit on me. She definitely said, you know what I'm saying, it's looking type of good. So hopefully, definitely, if that shit'll go, I'm definitely hitting you up, bro. I need a cameraman. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I need this. This gonna be a
Yeah,
movie. There's some shit
yeah.
that's
Like
supposed
I
to
got some people. Yeah, we gonna definitely re-rock that joint. But other than that, man, yeah, man, I'm still, like I said, I'm still at it, man. I'm put out a few songs, like a couple songs with. Try to get a song with each one of my artists, man. Put one out.
yeah.
Might put a few songs out myself. Somebody want to collab, I'm open to work with any artist that's serious about what they doing.
Okay.
Like, I don't believe in, me personally, I don't believe in charging for features unless I got some major shit going on. Like, I don't
Okay.
believe in that. I believe working with artists that's serious about their craft, that's really gonna push a song.
So that's how I felt too. I ain't even gonna lie. I guess that's why I did so many features with so many motherfuckers. I guess that's why shit pays off in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, like, I ain't know niggas was gonna be as big as they was. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, right now today, look, Chris at the peak of his game, and like me and Chris been like buddies and so solid. Like, every time I
Mm-hmm.
holler at Chris, man, send me some shit, man. Do this shit. Like, I got shit right now he sent me that I didn't even go to the studio and do.
Hey,
You
you
know
know
what
what's
I'm saying?
crazy? I got a song with Mikey Dollar. Shout out to Mikey Dollar too. I got a song with Mikey Dollar, and
Like,
Mikey
yeah.
Dollar a genuine cool nigga, man. He a solid nigga, funny as hell too.
I
And
ain't even. I remember the crazy shit with me and Mikey Dollars locked in. It was at a show and shit. And he was like, "Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I be so off so many motherfucking pills. I ain't even know you fuck you was, bro. Then did some music, nigga. We could have did a mixtape, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, this shit crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? But real Chicago niggas do link in and show some motherfucking love. So it don't be all that goofy shoot 'em up shit, man. That's just a
man,
family.
I ain't doing no type of. I mean, I talk about shit. Don't get me wrong, but I ain't dissing. I don't do diss records. I don't do none of that. Like, it ain't. I don't agree with them. You know what I'm saying? If I got a real problem with somebody, we can either, if we homies in the first place.
You ain't never seen me do that shit, gang. I can't hear you. You went out, bro. I can't hear you. Can't your shit went out. I can't even hear you. I can't hear you. Can you
Can
hear
you
me
hear
now?
me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, you went out for a minute.
Yeah. So that's the type of music. Like I feel like we better than that. Our artists better than that. If you can't make a hit record without dissing somebody, then are you really talented?
Real talk. Real
Like,
talk. That's why I never did drill music. It was too dumb for me. You know what I'm saying? It was too easy. So I'm like, man, that don't challenge me hard enough. What challenged me was really trying to make these songs, man. Especially like when I was going to these clubs and going to these shows. I'm like, man, I gotta shit. I gotta come in. And then I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Rest in peace, young Trello. Trello was another person I used to see at the time when I was doing my shit. You know what I'm saying? They had their shit together. Like I had whole, you know what I'm saying, stage present and songs that he was putting out. That's why I felt like he was a way better artist than what his team was pushing. You know what I'm saying? First wise it was that real shit. Because at the end of the day, like Trello and them was going hard back then. Fuck that
man,
drill. I said that drill shit ain't even worth it, man.
it ain't, man. It ain't working because you got to know everybody in Chicago can protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got the rights to do that. If you're gonna do that, most people can't legally get their shit together. So motherfuckers gonna protect themselves by all means. But I mean that's just Chicago. So when I be seeing these videos with 100 niggas holding guns, I personally don't understand it.
Right.
I don't, cause only time I really show my gun unless I'm gonna have to use it, or if I go to a range or something. So I really never understood those type of videos. Like, be more creative. Can you make a video without like just standing in front of the camera, jumping around? Like, put some flavor to your shit. Acting, make your shit like a movie. Like, make your shit where I want to watch it. I don't really want to watch 100 niggas in a video jumping around. That's just my preference, you know.
Right.
You know, it's supposed to be art to this shit. Like, music is an art.
That's how I always came with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Every little treatment that I had for my videos, I did that shit myself. I didn't just ain't want no basic shit.
Yes, sir.
I used to come up with my shit. But that just gets me from being a professional, you know what I'm saying?
And we not gonna. My bad.
You know what I'm saying? I did they shit. I'm like, man, let me critique some of that shit in my shit. Let me still play out your playbook. Let me still play out a dope playbook. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Hey, and we not gonna forget you got that record with Bo Deal. We ain't gonna act like you ain't got that record with Bo Deal too. Shout out to Bo Deal.
Shout out Bo Deal, man. That's my
he a real one.
I love that fucking nigga. That's my brother, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I locked in with that nigga. We did like 3 to 4 songs, man. I dropped 2 of them shits. And he been waiting on me to shoot. Like, that's the craziest shit ever. Like, I never was thirsty, bro, because like he definitely been waiting to shoot the video for like all Vice Life and the other song I got with Butter the Prince. Like, it's just crazy. Like, dude, I just be like, huh?
I heard that name so many times, but the first name, I never actually. Yeah.
You remember Butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to hit the club with him all the time. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I did that one show with him and shit. Yeah. Bro was doing this thing too. You know, he fell back from that shit too. You know, he was around the era with Parquet, G-Count, Bo Deal and all them, both Bump J. You know what I mean? On me. Yeah. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I'm a big fan of Chicago, you know what I'm saying, first why the music scene. I never seen like the shit that's going on today until that drill shit hit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like,
man, it's a lot of I swear to God, bro. Not to cut you off, big dog, huh?
I just hope they kill that shit right now, bro, because I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, right now, we got Vaughn gone, Duck gone. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it's another lane open where niggas can do different things. Like,
we're not gonna have no artists left if we keep going that way. And the fucked up thing is it's talent. Like, I know a nigga right now that's better than Drake, and I know that's probably fucked up to say, but it's true. Right. It's a lot of talent in this city, bro, that it don't get that exposure, because as soon as you say, hey, you're a Chicago artist, they pin you in that drill area. You feel me? You get pinned in that, okay, he do drill. Chicago, you do drill. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, but it's bigger than that. But we gotta open it up and we gotta change the music we doing and open it up so people can be like, okay, they doing more. They can do this. Oh, they good at that too. So right now, we only respecting and love for drill. When we got lyricists, niggas that can rap and sing and all type of shit. Like, I got an artist, not an artist, she ain't my artist, but I got a girl that can name Morgan Gold. She can sing her ass off. She cool. And she from Chicago, so it's just like, it's a lot of talent here. It just don't get glorified like that.
What happened to all the females that used to sing and do shit like that? Because you got so many niggas that's crying and singing on the goddamn mic, man. Like that, and like niggas don't even want to rap no more, bro. Like every nigga in pain, every nigga hurt, everything ain't down.
Hey, it's funny. It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that.
Fucking hurt and feeling down bad, and if they is, they ain't trying to feel that way. They trying to feel up and motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like shit be crazy.
It's
everybody.
funny. It's right now. I guess the pain music is a trend. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's gonna take somebody stepping up to change that. Right now, that's just that sound, that pain, heartbreak. Everybody, like it is fucked up because it's just like that's just the generation it is right now. Everybody going through some shit.
It's crazy though, cause I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, everybody going through some shit. Yeah, talk your shit, but like every fucking song it just gets sadder and sadder, my nigga. Niggas crying about their homies and changed up on them. Niggas crying about they lost their dog, they cat. You know? Like, it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And niggas don't like. They don't challenge themselves no more first wise. Like, let me see if I can do this shit without the auto tune. Like, shout out to the real artists that can sing and can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate for none of that, but you got the people that just getting on that mic and knowing they can't do that shit. And the engineer the one that's helping you, that's behind the scene. Come on, man. That's crazy, man. Make some inspirational shit. Make some shit gonna turn the motherfucker up. Be like, man, I was just feeling down, but dude, just motivate me. You feel me? I get up out of this shit. Like, niggas don't make that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I hate that shit.
You know what? That's why I told you, man, I want to get in the studio. That's why I say I usually, when I link with an artist, we go through beats. You know, if we both going crazy like this, you feel me? And then we go from that. We just vibe to whatever, we vibe to whatever we listen to. That's how I
all took that. That's because niggas be like, a lot of niggas tell you that, man, when I used to write music, bro, I have 4 bars. 4 bars. And it's like, Joe, you only got 4 bars. Because when I get in the studio, boy, it don't take me that long to do shit. It don't take me that long to cook up. So I just end up having an idea. So once I get in that bitch and I really get the vibing out, you know what I'm saying? And I get in that bitch and go and do what it do. Because the vibe ain't nothing like the vibe. You can't take that feeling away. I don't like the pre-written shit and shit like that because you got to keep that same vibe and energy when you get in the goddamn studio.
Right, yeah. So that's why I'm not really a fan of just emailing shit, because I might email you some shit. You might be like, man, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's why it just be like, you know what I'm going to do? When I go to the studio today, I'm going to play some beats and I'm going to FaceTime you. I'm going to FaceTime you or I'm going to hit you up or whatever, and I'm going to see if you fucking with it, and then I'm going to take it from there.
Right, real talk.
I'm going to do it like that. And if you vibe and fucking with it,
I'm again. I got up out of that bitch, you know what I'm saying? But I still be back to that bitch time to time, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got the session coming up too, so however it gonna go, we definitely gonna get linked in, because I said I've been wanting to work with you a long time ago anyway. I wish I'd have definitely got in tune with you back then. Probably would have been one of the people that would have kept me going throughout all these other motherfuckers in my ear.
Man, you know what?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Niggas was ready to go to war. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I've been peeping that a lot. And I want to ask you, but you know, when you're in the mix of the heat, because there was one time I wanted to be like, why do I... We so shit. We like people's way, like super just to get up on with it, My niggas official. Yeah, my niggas gon' get you. Big and drunk. That Draco shit smack him and say he got hit with a missile. He tried to run, we chased him down and left him what we crippled.
Why? Try.
Shrek serve. Got my first gun, I went cool, I started sleeping with it. Got that new chop, now my old block say I'm creeping with it. We so get up, I'm moving with it. Got my first gun, I went cool, I started sleeping with it. Got that new chop, now my old block say I'm creeping with it. We so shit back, the real kid back, we like creepers with it. Like Caesar just to get up, I'm moving with it. My niggas official, yeah, my niggas gon' get you. Big and drunk, hanging out, that nigga look like a roll of tissue. That Draco shit smack him, they say he got hit with a missile. He tried to run, we chased him down and left him walking crippled.
Why? Stop.
What's up? What's up, Big BMG?
What's going on, Rod?
Not much. Been a minute, eh? How you been?
Man, shit, getting to the moolah, man. Trying to stay alive through this shit. You heard me?
Yeah, I feel that. Hey, bro, I still go by Lil Ski on the beat or Lil Sky, because both. That's my producer name, right? I wanted to talk with you for a quick second on a producer tip because I have, since last time we spoke, I have immensely improved in like making beats and shit, right?
Right.
And like mixing, mastering, all that shit. But even
Okay.
sent Savo like seven or something like free beats, and he's gonna use that shit. But before we were talking about this shit, and you said I couldn't send you like even if I sent you a beat for free, you still weren't gonna use it. Why do I have to copyright it?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? People will steal your shit. I mean, like, say for instance, that beat take off. Like, if I rap to your shit, that beat take off. You feel me? And me doing business and me doing my shit, that ain't gonna do shit but like fuck you up. Like, you can get the right craze and all that shit. Like, oh, I made the beat and this, that, and the third. But if you don't have that shit copywritten, bro, it ain't your shit no more. You see what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of producers be going wrong today too, because they be having relationships, making music for people and making beats and shit, and they don't have their business together. And so then when a motherfucker put a song out and they don't know the song gonna take off, that shit take off, and then you'll be looking like, damn, that's my beat. I made it for him. He ain't give me no credit and this, that, and the third. Not only because you ain't handling your business. So as you a beat maker, you should definitely have your shit ASCAP or BMI. Use BMI. And once you get your beat, copyright your beat, put your shit up. Because say for instance, somebody steal your sound. One of these producers out here steal your sound. Copyrights and BMI gonna make sure that you get your chop for that shit. See what I'm saying? You don't have to argue with nobody, none of that shit. They're gonna make sure that you get your money for that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, okay. I have another question. Say it, cause like I got like 13 songs on my SoundCloud. I produced them all, right? And I didn't copyright any of the beats. So say I went got the BMI, the ASCAP, and I copyright the beat. Now I already have songs on the internet with that beat. Is my shit gonna get taken down?
No, but if somebody steal that, like say for instance again, if somebody see that on Insta on YouTube and they make beats they self and they start to use that shit, they can take your sound and get popular and make money off that shit, and you're not gonna get nothing. So the best thing to do to protect yourself is to have your shit BMI and copywritten. It's your work, bro. It's your image. You know what I'm saying? Just like me, Bandana Rose, my name, Bandana Rose. That name is a household name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Anyway, you gotta pay me using that name, bro.
One last question about copyright. Because I searched this up, and it said after you record a song, it's automatically copyrighted.
No, I don't know who told you that shit.
The internet did, bro.
That's bullshit. Internet line. Listen, listen to me, bro. I was in the game. I have motherfucking beats from Fetty Wap producers, Project Pat producers, any motherfuckers you can name, bro. I have 1 million fucking beats in my email, bro. And real talk, a motherfucker's not going to give you a beat or give you nothing, bro. And they're not going to make any money off for it. It's not going to get out there. The only way you can protect yourself as an artist and as a motherfucking beat maker, you have to copyright your shit. It's only $50. $50 to $100 to get your shit copywritten. And if somebody steal your music, at least you know at the end of the day, you're going to see a check coming in the mail. You're like, damn, where this check coming from? ASCAP or BMI going to send you that check and let you know, hey, motherfuckers using your song. You feel me?
With that being said, I'm about to go copyright my 35 Pablo 2 times right now. I'm gonna copyright that. I'm gonna copyright Lil Sky on the beat. Do I have to copyright my tag, like my producer tag?
Everything you make, your tag, your beat, your sound, every instrument, bro. Because the thing is, a motherfucker take a little sound like this. They can take that and sample and put in some other shit, and they can be your shit, and it'll make them hot. And you ain't gonna get no money because you ain't got your shit copywritten. What you gonna tell them? What you gonna tell the lawyers or anybody, if I take your shit right now